I'm doing a new series on my channel because I'm very passionate about finding out and sharing where a lot of the pieces that we commonly wear come from originally. So the first week I did jeans and denim, and I shared some little known facts about denim with you. And then this week I'm going to be doing the little black dress, which is the absolute staple of every fashionista's wardrobe. I just think the little black dress is such an interesting fashion phenomenon. It's so simple, and yet, you know, it's wonderful to question basics like that and find out more about them. Without further ado, let's get into the historical journey of the little black dress. I'm going to share with you 7 facts about it, and then when I'm done sharing those 7 facts, I'll go over 3 tips and show you some of my favorite little black dresses that I like to wear. By the 20th century, women had already been wearing black for evening as opposed to for funerals for hundreds of years. One of the earliest appearances of an evening dress in art is actually in one of Rembrandt's portraits, where he painted a young woman wearing a lacy black dress and she's holding a fan. Secondly, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, the first literary mention of a little black dress was actually by Henry James in a novel called The White Dove. This novel was published in 1902, and he wrote, "She might fairly have been dressed tonight in the little black frock that Millie had laid aside." And in that novel, Millie is a fashionable, wealthy young socialite. So thirdly, just to give you a little bit of background, women used to change multiple times. Throughout a day there would be a morning gown, there would be a tea dress, there would be a dress for cocktails, for dinner, for dancing. Every day was a multitude of very cumbersome, heavy, ornate dresses, and so the little black dress is a real contrast to that. After the turn of the century, rules started to soften a little bit, and women started to come around to the idea of wearing one dress from one occasion to the next, which seems like bread and butter to us. The idea that you would be able to just have one outfit that will go from event to event. Challenging as that may sometimes be to put together, that's part of why my channel exists. That changed around the turn of the century as a few key people started to have an influence on fashion. So fourthly, of course, to give credit to one of those designers, Coco Chanel was hugely influential on the rise of the little black dress. Her role was not only central in designing the little black dress so that it would become what we know it to be today, but also in popularizing it. As a true classic, it was designed at first with long strands of pearls and actually also with long sleeves at first. Chanel, with her classic take on things, just made the little black dress the height of chic at the time, and eventually that became a timeless phenomenon. Fifthly, in 1926, Vogue, in partnership with Chanel, made another move that was key in the development of the little black dress. Vogue cemented the practical and elegant nature of the little black dress by doing a full feature on Chanel's practical and elegant designs. That article actually, interestingly, described the LBD as Chanel's Ford. And ultimately, they were probably also making a reference to one of Henry Ford's quote, that clients could decide to paint their Fords any color as long as it was black. After Chanel's enormous contribution to the rise of the little black dress, another great designer, Hubert de Givenchy, also made a great contribution. In 1961, he designed the iconic sleeveless dress that is worn by Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's. So ironically, although I'm sure that you all know which dress I'm talking about, that dress by Givenchy only appeared for a few seconds of the movie in only the opening credits. But because it was featured on all of the posters and advertising for the movie, and it was just such an amazing moment in cinema, it really caught on, and that dress became just this iconic, fashionable moment of quirkiness, but classic good taste, and to me also just represented a fearlessness to be stylish for any occasion, even when you're just browsing stores that are closed and eating croissant. And so without making this too long-winded, those are 7 facts about the history of the little black dress. To finish off, I just want to show you 3 dresses that I absolutely adore in my wardrobe, and I just want to show you some key features of those dresses that you might find helpful when you are next looking to purchase one. So detailing has become a major feature of the little black dress, and we always look for something to stand out and make that dress just more interesting than it would otherwise be. And I think that's always been the case to some extent. Chanel with her pearls, or with long sleeves, or Audrey Hepburn's long, very sort of fitted silhouette. All of those are features of a little black dress that take it from just a practical garment to being a visually interesting, timeless garment that works for every occasion. The first one I'm going to show you is a little bit more dressy, and this was featured in a recent haul of mine. This is by Diane von Furstenberg, who is a major contributor to fashion as well with her wrap dress, but that's going to be for another day. So this dress is lace, and you can see it's an overlay. And lace is one feature of little black dresses that is really popular and feminine, and it's great because it will never go out of fashion. Lace is just one of those classic fabrics that will come back year after year, and this sweetheart silhouette is particularly flattering on most figures, so that's a really great one. That's my most recent purchase. And this is an example of how little black dress can become a real office staple that can also take you from day into night. And to actually have a little bonus feature, it also doesn't need to be expensive, because this one is from Liz Claiborne. I purchased it at JCPenney, I believe, and it was under $20. So it came with a little belt, and you can see it's got that peplum style. It's a wool blend, so it is very comfortable, it does not wrinkle, and it's very warm. So beware of heavy fabrics if you plan to wear your little black dress during all seasons, but for me, I don't mind this because it's actually kind of nice. I go to Toronto for business quite a bit, so a little bit of a heavier fabric can be great because it adds some structure to the silhouette of the dress. Finally, I have a dress on a tacky hanger because this just came back from the dry cleaner, and this is from Anthropologie. I purchased this in their sale. It was also featured in a haul a while ago now. This is a lovely example of how a little black dress can have a very subtle detail that takes it to another level. So this one actually has sparkly threads woven into the fabric, which is a waffle weave. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's a really nice tank shape with a fit and flare waist and an exposed zipper at the back. That's something that didn't become fashionable until much later. I doubt that Chanel would approve of that. I think she would be proud today to see that we've carried on that tradition of choosing elements of clothing that are elegant, feminine, timeless, make us all hopefully look effortlessly chic, because after all, what more can you strive for? So I hope you guys enjoyed this little historical video. Make sure to subscribe if you'd like to continue watching this series, as well, of course, as my regular features like hauls and other videos that I do on a regular basis. I'm starting to move into a bit more of a regular schedule where I'll be posting these historical fashion videos, usually at the beginning of every week, hopefully on a Monday, and then posting my regular videos every Friday. If you'd like, leave in the comments below where your favorite little black dress is from, and or your suggestions for next week's feature. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!